Have you ever dreamed of or even thought of attending an Indian wedding? Me neither. However, when the invitation arrived from Preksha at my door, I could not say no to such adventure. Invitation was written in Gujarati and included a whole schedule of the wedding that was supposed to take whole 5 days. There are times in which no one gets married because the timing is not right for it. And just like that, we were in India for the first time in our lives. It felt like we were thrown into a colorful crowd. Everyone was sitting, laughing and chatting. Green color was the dominant one since it was a Mehendi function. During this ceremony, Mehendi was applied to bride's hands and feet. The color of it, which is also sometimes used outside of India, is green and stains the clothes. It is applied on bride's skin ideally by a happily married woman, since it is believed that it will also bring happiness to her marriage. I was trying to capture each moment and, of course, each pattern. Everyone had a very similar pattern except for the bride, because her husband's name as well as the date of their marriage was hidden in between shapes. Sometimes women write their husband's initials with Mehendi. Once it was completely dry, they put water with sugar to make the color more vibrant and to last longer. Since it was my first time applying Mehendi, I had settled on something relatively simple. Of course, it was difficult for me not to touch anything before it dried. We had so much fun during this ceremony. We woke up early to see the first ritual done at Preksha's house. Everyone was wearing traditional wedding clothes. It's a smaller function, only family is involved. After the priest had come, the ceremony started. This ritual, according to Hindu beliefs, it's meant to be a good start to the marriage. It is believed that by performing it, all obstacles will be removed from the marriage. At the end, all I could hear was the sound of drums from the outside. It was time for another function in a different place to begin. Why do we do haldi and why do we wear yellow color for this function?
Haldi ceremony is basically a ritual. Haldi is basically a concoction of chickpea flour, rose water and bit of turmeric powder, and we mix it and apply on bride's face. It will add glow on bride's face. Turmeric is known for its antibacterial property and everything, and it will give a nice skin to bride. In ancient time we didn't have any makeup, right? So it's Indian remedy for glowing skin.
And why yellow color? Is there any meaning
for it?
It's just a fun part, we can say. To match the whole vibe, we wear yellow color.
People were gathering to participate in another function. Everything was set on the table, and again, mainly Preksha's brother and his wife were involved. It was a visual splendor with all the fruits and nuts displayed for the offering. The family from Preksha's side were going to gather soil. It's another important ritual. The drums were a constant companion during the ceremony. The bride with her family were dancing and cheering. I was amazed just how colorful their clothes looked like in direct sunlight. After this part was over, people were sitting around the table and participating in the rest of the ritual. Everything that happens during such function has a meaning. In accordance to Hinduism, coconut is associated with one of the gods in Hinduism that is being worshipped during this ritual. Fire represents purification and transformation. Lotus on the hand represents spiritual enlightenment, beauty, and prosperity. Ghee, however, is the food that's being offered to gods. It was time for Preksha to join her brother and her sister-in-law. They followed priest words. During Haldi, bride's face is always being covered with turmeric. There's a lot of dancing. All family members have to apply turmeric on Preksha's face. Safe to say that she had to take a long shower before Garba started. Garba night was so special. Maybe because of the darkness, it felt like we truly were somewhere mystical. Everyone was wearing clothes that illuminated at night. Garba is a dance that honors, worships, and celebrates the feminine form of divinity. You'd think we had practiced Garba steps before coming. the dresses rotated in the rhythm of the music.
डिस्को लाइट को दिखा रहा है तेवर डीजे ट्यून पे बजते ये साज आई गरबे वाली रात के पग मारे के पग मारे के पग मारे घूम 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 रहे हैं पायल संग
I woke up feeling so excited. It was the day of the wedding. I could not imagine how long did it take for Preksha to get ready, since putting on my own dress took a good hour. Obviously, I did need some help from Bijal. According to the Hindu traditions, the bride should wear a red color dress for her wedding because it is believed that it wards off evil spirits and brings good luck. The wedding took place in the late afternoon. That's why the sun was slowly setting as the family from bride's side prepared for groom's arrival. It's another tradition. They must give him their blessings. The whole point is to celebrate the union between the families. People were throwing flowers and dancing. The whole entrance was spectacular. The wedding functions and ceremonies may vary according to the caste that the particular family belongs to. After the groom's entrance, the sun had set. As Preksha walked down the aisle, it was almost completely dark. Fireworks were illuminating her red and golden dress. According to the tradition, the bride and the groom cannot eat anything the day of the wedding except for fruits and milk. It was time for her and Rihen to go on stage. If you're coming to a wedding in India, be prepared for lots of dancing. Once the bride and the groom sat in front of each other, the ritual began. Rose petals are being put on Preksha's feet, a sign of spiritual joy. After that, they exchange necklaces made of flowers. Their hands were joined with a white cloth, antrapat, for the families to formally introduce themselves to each other. Another fire was being started, symbol of transformation and purification. one of the most crucial parts of the wedding. After that, they must walk together in circles, 7 steps before the fire. Each step is a complete circuit of fire. With each step that Preksha and Rihan took, they promised something to one another. There's another ritual that I found particularly funny. Family and friends from bride's side steal groom's boots, and if he wishes to get them back, he must give them money or a gold signet. The whole exchange was so loud, and I was trying, obviously without knowing the language, to grasp what was happening. Eventually, the groom got his boot back. They exchanged vows in front of the fire, and that bonded them together, it's believed, for the next 7 lifetimes. Just one last turn, and everything blissfully faded to black.